So I've been getting tons of questions from you guys lately about the new Vikendi, and without a doubt, the number one most asked question is, will I still get a headshot while looting in Vikendi? Well, let's take a look. What's up, guys? Vikendi is here, and so is Season 7. The official patch drops live April 21st and is going to run to July 14th. The PUBG community has had high hopes for this patch, especially with all the talk about the new ranked mode, the PUBG roadmap, which you don't have yet, and all the new recent hype with games like Warzone and Valorant. We were really hoping they'd hit it out of the Dino Park. And there's going to be plenty of criticism flying around the community if you haven't already read so. Today's video, I'm going to be going over everything new with PUBG in the Season 7 patch for Vikendi. That's going to include things like the new weapons, weapon skins, the survival pass, a new loot cave courtesy of player IGN for finding that, and even what PUBG is going to be doing to implement new anti-cheat measures coming this season. So let's jump right in. First off, Vikendi, obviously, yes, it's back. Low-key, my favorite map is back with some great additions. They've done some cool things with this map by reducing the amount of snow, improving the overall sight lines and visibility, and changed the arrangement of some of the compounds. And by now, I'm sure you've probably seen the videos or had a chance to play test yourself on the test server, but essentially, Vikendi received a much-needed overhaul. So they've got the reduced snow, which gives better visibility, better sight lines, better compound placement. They've added some new mechanics like the moving trains. They've really revamped the dinosaur theme park and even added a brand new sniper rifle, the Mosin 98K, the Car 9 Nagant. No, the Mosin Nagant. Sorry, that's kind of hard to not get confused. All right, anyway, so let's go over all these changes, and I'm going to point out all the main bits in the patch notes that you need to know. Number one we discussed is less snow throughout the map, so way better visibility, easier on the eyes, better FPS, and since it's original playtest, they've actually increased the amount of snow back on the northern part of the maps, but kept the southern part of the maps a little more dry, as you can see in this picture. They've removed snow bikes and snowmobiles, and they've added motorcycles and the three-wheelers, but in my quick experience with the playtest server, those vehicles come at a premium. The spawns are still being adjusted by them, and sometimes it can be really hard to find one. Part of me thinks it might have just been bad RNG luck on my end, but part of me also thinks that maybe they're intentionally lowering the spawn rate of vehicles to make you use the PUBG trains more often. Now, speaking of trains, there's 9 trains total, 12 train stations. They run independently and they're non-player controlled, so they go on a set track backwards and forwards. They leave and stop at set times. You can jump on them and off of them at any time while the train's moving or sitting still. Just got to be careful. If the train's moving, you got to time it right. Otherwise, something like this might happen. Now, you also need to be careful when you get in off the train at the train station. It's very likely that an enemy squad is going to be camping it, especially if it's a hot location like the Dino theme park. So be on the lookout for that. Now, when you do happen to find a motorcycle, it can be a bit of a treat, though, because if you enjoy Miramar, Erangel, and Sandhawk motorcycles when you hit jumps and hills, there's plenty of that to be found on Vikendi. Now, speaking of things to be found on Vikendi, do you remember the Vikendi loot cave a few seasons back that there was a lot of hype over? Well, that's still here. It hasn't gone away, and you can still find a good bit of loot for you and your squad, but it's not that level 3 haven that y'all used to remember. You can still go and get some sniper rifles, ARs, SMGs, but level 3 gear is not going to be everywhere, and there's nothing even in the loot crates to loot from. Now, PUBG has gone one step further in this patch. They've added a new loot bunker, courtesy of player IGN for finding this a couple days ago. But you can get this by dropping down to the new cargo depot, but this time, it seems like it's got more lore than loot. You can find this by dropping into Cargo Depot using one of the 3 Connex entrances. Once you get down there, you'll find some basic loot. You'll find some locked off snowmobiles, loot crates, UAZs, and some other weapons and armor you can pick up. But what's really cool and interesting is down to the safe room. There's a table in the middle of the room with a TV playing in it. Now, it looks like it could just be some basic propaganda or Vikendi lore, but if you look closely, it could actually be some coordinates, like GPS coordinates. So I'm no expert. Maybe you might know. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas or hints at what it could be. Moving on to the new sniper rifle, the Mosin Nagant. Now this is basically the Kar 98 reskinned, unfortunately. As it sits right now, it has exactly the same stats as the Kar 98, just a different skin and different audio effects. Does it sound cool? Yeah, sure. Is it fun to use? Sure, so is the Kar 98. Should they have done it this way? I don't think so. They have publicly stated that they want to make some changes to it based on player feedback. Their main concern was adding too many similar guns to the same map. Now, a number of cool ideas have already been thrown around the community, but if you have some additional ones, throw them down in the comments below. Maybe PUBG will see them and take them into account when they update the gun. Now, in terms of skins, we got the new Survival Battle Pass Cold Front. It can be had for $9.99 or 1,000 G-Coin, and you'll earn unlocks by completing daily, weekly, and monthly challenges just as you would any other season. Now, based on Twitter feedback, the opinions are a mixed bag here again. Some really slick looking weapon skins like the level 100 Kar 9. They got like the brush metal barrel. They have this really cool like color pop Desert Eagle and SKS. So a lot of cool skins, but some people say it looks a little too Fortnite-ish. I think that's pretty fitting considering we're just coming off the Fantasy Battle Royale patch. It looks like PUBG might be trying to go a little bit lighter tone. They got skins like the Deadmau5 level 3 helmet, full dinosaur outfits, and color pop weapon skins. So I think it's kind of cool they're bringing some levity into otherwise what's a pretty serious game. Maybe they're going to take some liberties and use this for other fun game mechanics later on. Maybe respawns or something? I don't know. If you're into PUBG esports, you should take a look at the link below. There's a few new esport programs opening up right now given the new COVID situation. So some teams are going to be able to do some online qualifiers. Like I said, full description below. Now lastly, we've got quite a few bug fixes in this patch, but the only really important ones I saw were the glider fixes. So they no longer muffle your sound when you get in and out of the glider. And if you have a large level 2, level 3 backpack, it doesn't block your view when you ADS if you're in the passenger seat. So bravo for finally getting those done. Check the description below for a full link to the full patch notes for any of you with a fine-tooth comb. All right, lastly, guys, I'll leave you with my thoughts on Season 7 and the new Vikendi update. So overall, I think bravo on Vikendi. It's a great update. They made some awesome changes to the map. I'm looking forward to getting more playtime on it. I just really hope they pay attention to A, the loot tables. Seems to be a little off from what it used to be. B, the vehicle spawns. I know we've got these trains. I know that they're a cool mechanic, but it's really easy to get camped or to camp the vehicle, the trains right now. So hopefully they take that into account and they add more vehicle spawn rates in the near future. Now, Season 7 as a whole, I'd say it's pretty underwhelming. We got this brand new season with really nothing new, nothing we haven't had before. You know, we got Vikendi with some updates, which is well received. I love the new dinosaur theme park. Love the idea of a new sniper rifle, but we don't really have a new sniper rifle. And it just seems like this could have been a real good opportunity for them to implement a ranked mode, or at least mention that, hey, the ranked mode's coming soon, or maybe look out for in the next patch. We don't have a roadmap to go based off of. So I don't know. It's a lot of question marks that they leave us right now. And I know the guys on Twitter are doing the best, like Hawkins, Robo Daniel, Andy, Gen XP. You know, everyone's doing what they can to be as upfront as possible, but man, we really need some more information to keep the player base sane over the last couple weeks, especially given the success of some of these recent games like Warzone and Valorant that are just eating up all this hype. And like us real PUBG fans, we want this game to succeed, but it's kind of hard when you're left in the cold. You know, you don't really know what to expect. So hopefully they'll tell us more in the coming weeks. Let me know what you guys thought of the patch notes and of the full Season 7 release in the comments below. And what you thought about the new video format. I tried something a little bit new with this webcam format, so still working out some kinks, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did find this video helpful, please help me out by leaving a like on the video and subscribing for more PUBG videos. And feel free to come stop by my Twitch channel. I stream 5 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We can talk PUBG and we can even game together on Fridays. So hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for stopping by. Papa Dome's out. Peace.